Hindu Analysis Editorial by Rathod IAS.
Thank you, Rathod IAS.
Really took help of the Hindu analysis to enrich my content.
Hindu analysis articles.
Rathod IAS.
Hindu Analysis Editorial.
Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS Academy. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 24th June 2024. So let's get started with our discussion. So first of all, I want to let you know how we are analyzing this articles of Hindu. So first I want to let you know the process. So first we are going to take one article. So after taking article, later on we are going to see title of that article. So in that title, we are going to identify exactly the keyword that we need to focus. So after identifying the keyword, we are going to do two exercises. So first one is we are going to fit in our syllabus, and we can say interconnectedness. So whether that topic is interconnected with any other subject, okay, from our GS point of view. And later on we are going to see different dimensions that you have to see from that article point of view. And after seeing dimensions, so one more thing we are going to do is we are seeing the summary of that article, and after seeing summary we are going to see what are the key insights of that so and so article. And later on we are going to connect with our basic syllabus or static part. And after seeing this static part, I am going to give you some mind maps. So whenever you are writing any mains question, this mind maps plays a very important role. You can write the content within a concise way by using this mind maps. And next one here is I am also going to give you practice questions of both prelims and as well as mains. So this is an integrated manner of your current affairs linking with static, and you will be having mind maps practice and also questions of prelims and mains practice. So in this way, if you read this current affairs, then I can say you can clear this UPSC examination with a very ease. So this is the thing which practiced by our toppers also. Okay. So now let's get started, and if you're watching this analysis, please do watch consistently so that you will be improving on your daily basis. And we need dedication from yourself. So tell me how many of you are determined, how many of you are dedicated, how many of you are very much pretty sure about clearing of this UPSC. How many of you want to become only IAS officer or IPS officer? Only the career goal is UPSC. So please let me know. So if you are that serious candidate, and this analysis is for only the serious candidate, so decide whether you are a serious candidate or not. Okay. So now let us see the front page of Hindu. So in this front page, I see this pretty good image which attracted me in early morning. So it is about elephants in search of food crosses National Highway 17 at Boko in outskirts of Guwahati. Guwahati is nothing but in Assam, right? So here, what are the things that you have to see? So this article is talking about elephant. Okay, elephant. So in our GS paper 3, so we have environment and ecology subject, right? So in that environment and ecology, we will be studying about different biodiversity, different species, etc. So in species, we have different type of species like umbrella species, keystone species, flagship species. So here you have to focus, elephant is which type of species, whether it is umbrella species or flagship species or keystone species, you have to know. And from elephant you have to see like different species or different types of elephants. For example, we have Asian elephants, we have African elephants, and you have to see protection status. So whenever you're seeing protection status of any animal, so you have to see 3 different dimensions. So first one is under Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. So under which schedule it is protected, and we have sites. So under the sites, under which appendix it is protected, and you have to see IUCN Red List. So what is it? IUCN Red List. So in that red list, where it is placed, either endangered, critically endangered, extinct, etc. So there are different categories. You have to see under which category it is placed. And if you're talking about this elephant, so it is a very big animal, right? So to protect this, we have this project elephant. Okay, so what is this project elephant? So what are the things that are made, okay, for the protection of this elephant that you have to know? Yes, you know that there are some threats which are faced by this elephant. Okay, exactly, you have to know what are the threats. So this image is saying that in search of food they are coming out of their habitat. So normally the threats will be habitat destruction. Okay, what are the threats? Habitat destruction is one threat, and there is no proper food supply. So why they do not have proper food supply? Because of threat from invasive species, for example senna. Okay, because of growth of invasive species, this elephant they cannot feed on this. Because of this there is shortage of food supply, and even threats from electrocution. So they will be getting electric shock, because normally farmers whenever they are going for protection of production of fruit grains, so to protect their produce or harvest, so they will be having fences around their crop land, okay, which is getting electric shock or electrocution. And even these elephants they will come across rail accidents. So to prevent these rail accidents, okay, Ministry of Railway came up with this plan B. Okay, plan B. So you have to know that. And especially here you have to focus on one important area. So what are the measures that can be taken to address these threats faced by this elephant? So all these are the important concepts that you have to know regarding this topic of elephant, just from that image that appeared in the front page of your paper. Clear? Yes, now let us see other important articles. The first one is police fear Manipur groups trying to acquire drones. So actually you know that in Manipur, so communal violence is happening on, right? So here now there is one intelligent information they got that yes, they are going to acquire these drones. Especially they got batteries that used in the drones. They had been seized from a Manipur based man on outskirts of Guwahati. Okay, so this article is important from communal violence point of view. Okay, from where it is important? Communal violence. So where we can fit this article in our syllabus? In GS paper 3 we have internal security. So in that internal security we have this topic called as communal violence. So from there we can fit, and this topic is important only from your mains. You can't get any prelims based question here from this communal violence. But there is one more topic or the keyword that you can see. It is about drones. So what are these drones? So many of you might have seen that even if you go to any marriage, now we are using these drones for photography, right? So they are nothing but unmanned aerial vehicles that will be moving in air like helicopter, and it will be capturing the things, right? So here you have to understand what are the drones and what are the applications of drones, and you have to see types of the drones based on the size, etc. And from this drones point of view you can get prelims based question. Okay, so this drones is important from your GS paper 3 under science and technology. Okay, so these are the some important things that you have to know, and whatever the examples for this communal violence you can write from this Manipur issue. Clear? So now let us see this article in detail. So what is summary of this article? So police in Manipur, they are getting a fear that, so armed groups from this Manipur, they started acquiring these drones. Okay, so why they will be acquiring these drones? Especially to attack the people. Okay, so because of this now there is increasing of concern regarding increase of aerial threats in conflict zones. So wherever the areas your conflict which is going on now, there is a threat that they may use even these drones to attack the people. That will lead to increasing of injuries to civilians, and that will lead to law and order problem, right? Okay, now let us see what are the key issues or insights of this article. So police now suspect that Manipur based armed groups, they are acquiring drones for attacks. Okay, so how they find that they're going to use these drones? Because they got intelligent flight batteries and drone parts they had been found in this Assam Manipur border. So this says that yes, there is some link between this Kuki Zoo and meaty extremist groups. They are raising the concerns over this potential use of drones. So as you all know that communal violence in Manipur, the reason behind this is the conflict between Kuki Zoo and as well as this meaty groups. Now the people they are going to use these drones in this conflict regions. So here unauthorized transportation of this drone equipment through checkpoints of National Highway 27. So now because of this identification of transportation of unauthorized equipment, so it is one of the significant challenge for law enforcement agencies now. Okay, so here we need to focus on stricter monitoring and as well as surveillance. And next one here is the apprehension of individuals with drone parts and batteries indicates that yes, now there is a increasing of threat of aerial attack in Manipur conflict zones. Okay, and now because of this, whatever the Assam police are there, so whatever the armored forces are there who deployed here, so they have to be on a high alert and they have to take further more measures to prevent this type of potential drone related security risk. Okay, that is the thing. And what is the drones? Drones are nothing but unmanned aerial vehicles. In short, we will be calling them as UAVs. Okay, they are aircraft without human pilot and they can be controlled just by using remotes. So how we are controlling remote cars, or like how we are controlling remote plate aeroplanes, etc. So in the same way here, these drones they can be controlled by using a small remotes. Okay, so this is the meaning of what exactly the drones is. Okay, now let us see what are the applications of drones. So from this mind map, you can get a 10 marker or 15 marker mains question. So please focus here. So first one is for aerial photography and videography. So if you're going to any Brahmotsas or like any marriages or any important events, so now they are using these drones. Okay, drone technology had become very viral in this photography and as well as videography. Okay, and the next one here is for delivery services. So companies like now Amazon, UPS, they are also experimenting delivery of goods by this drone system, because the transportation packages will be very quickly and very efficiently, because drones they can deliver the goods for even remote areas also. So it is one advantage of using of drones. And next one is in agriculture, drones will be helpful in precision agriculture or precision farming, and even to monitor crop health and irrigation needs and spraying of pesticides, fertilizers. So for all these things, yes, now we can use these drones. And next important one is for surveillance and security. So especially military and law enforcement agencies for patrolling, for search and rescue operations, for enhancing of surveillance capabilities, and as well as for improving of response times, etc. Yes, now we are using the surveillance and security purpose, also the drones. And next one is for monitoring of environment. So drones will be very much helpful in monitoring of wildlife and as well as forest health and tracking of environmental changes like glacier movements, forest fires, etc. So that based on the data which is given by the drones, we can take some conservation efforts and disaster response on time. And next one is for infrastructure inspection. Also, we can use drones. For example, there is any bridge. Okay, so if it is going to have collapse or not. So recently, many a times we can see the bridges they will be collapsing. Okay, recently in the news also we saw 2 to 3 articles where the bridge collapse happened. Okay, so here for inspection of bridges, power lines, wind turbines, etc. So it is one of the most safest and efficient method for monitoring purpose. So because of using of drones, that will be also helpful, especially to decrease the risk of human inspections, and even that will be helpful to minimize the own time as well. And next one is for mapping and surveying. Also, it is very important because we can use our drones for getting 3D models of terrains, and that will be helpful for construction, mining, and as well as urban planning as well. And next one is for recreation also. Yes, we are using this drones especially to explore aerial photography, for thrilling experience, and to create outlet for users. For all these things, yes, we are using that. And if you're talking about what are the key technologies that we are using in these drones, so this is also very important where you can expect your prelims based question, guys. So first one is we are using this GPS and navigation system. So because of this GPS and navigation system, so it will be allowing precise positioning and as well as autonomous flight paths. And next one is we can use cameras and sensors. So it will be equipped with high resolution cameras and thermal cameras, lidars, etc. So these are some important applications. And next one is it can be also having good communication system so that we can use the remote control and we can focus on real-time data transmission. And next one is we can also use this battery and propulsion system, like we can determine the flight time, speed and payload capacity. So all these are the key technologies that this advanced drones are having. Okay, so as I said, you can get only mains based question from this. So I want to give you one main question here. So please try to answer this question. So question is, discuss the various applications of drones in different industries. Highlight at least 3 industries and explain how drones are used in each. And one more thing I want to share here, students. So we started our daily mains answer writing course. Okay, we started daily mains answer writing course. Okay, today. So from today, 24th June 2024. So this course is very useful for the students who are beginners. Second one is who wrote their prelims but not going to clear the prelims. Or for example, you wrote prelims, you are about to clear the cutoff. So for all those categories of students, so this daily mains answer writing course is very important. Because here in your mains, your UPSC is not only testing your knowledge, it will be also testing your communication skills, how you are communicating the things clearly, clarity to the examiner, how you are presenting your answer within the word limit and within the time limit. So all those things will be clearly seen by the examiner. So here one more challenge is you have to write an answer within word limit, and next one is within time limit. So you have to write an answer within 7 to 8 minutes of time. So in this 7 to 8 minutes, you have to read the question and you have to understand the demand of the question. Next one is you have to come up with a framework of answer that you're going to write. And finally, you have to do action. That is, you have to write answer. And not only writing the things is important, but even you have to focus on the presentation, like whether you're drawing maps or flowcharts or diagrams or graphs, or for example you are giving the data like recent data reports, Supreme Court judgments, articles, etc. So all they need to be taken care of. So to whatever you are writing, you need to know whether you are writing right or wrong. So for that, you need a right mentor. So here in Rathods IAS Academy, we are providing this daily mains answer writing course. So in this course, first we are providing 1 year schedule. So based on the weekly schedule, you will be getting daily one question. Okay, so you'll be thinking like daily one question is very less, right? So this is from your static, and in current affairs, we are going to give you 4 to 5 mains question, right? So it is based on your interest. So if you're writing those answers also, we will be evaluating those current affairs based answers as well. Okay, it's not like we are limiting to evaluation of only one question. And next important one is, so we are going to give you model answers for each and every question we are going to give you, and there will be essay and case study practice as well. So every week you will be having one live class from 1.5 hours to 2 hours on every Sunday, so that whatever the doubts you have, so we will be clearing your doubts there. Okay, and one more thing here is there is live essay writing course. Okay, so in that live classes we will be writing essay. So I will be giving you the framework, like what are the points that you have to include and how you have to connect one idea with another, and finally we are going to give you an idea. Okay, so you are going to write essay on live. And next one is you will be also having one-to-one mentorship with our mentors. so that they will be tracking your progress. So all these features are included in this daily mains answer writing course. The cost is 8,200 rupees for 1 year. So you'll be not getting this type of course anywhere with all these facilities. So try to join this course, and if you have any queries regarding this course, you can call on this number 8074765513. Even this is WhatsApp number, you can text me on WhatsApp. So don't be delay. So try to join this course within this week. Okay, clear? Yes, now let us see the next topic. Next topic is Joel Oram promises to look into Great Nicobar clearances. So here the key word is you have to know about this. What is this Great Nicobar project? So it is very important. So let us see the dimensions here. So this article is talking about Great Nicobar project. So where we can fit this article? So in GS paper 1, you have Indian geography. So in Indian geography physiographic divisions, you will be studying about this topic of islands. So in islands, we will be studying about Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar. So you can see that. So from there we can connect. So here you have to see map of Nicobar and important straits and important islands, etc. And even you have to see formation of these islands, how it had been formed. And second area here is from GS paper 3 under environment and ecology. So we have environment impact assessment and even impact on biodiversity by this and developmental projects. So from these two areas you have to connect this topic. Clear? And now let us see the dimensions. So first you have to see what is this project and what are the key infrastructure included in this project. So what is the threat of this project and what are the measures can be taken. So all these are the important dimensions from this geography point of view and from environment and ecology point of view that you have to see. Clear? Yes. Now let us see the notes part. So what is the summary? Summary says that Tribal Affairs Minister promises to look into forest clearances for this project. Yes, actually here our present ruling government in the last tenure itself approved this project, but what happened from opposition party? Yes, they are showing some disconcerns, right? Yes, this is going to affect environment and ecology and even diversity of that region, because this comes under biodiversity hotspot, right? Andaman and Nicobar Islands comes under biodiversity hotspots. So whenever there is development projects, it will be having negative impact on biodiversity. So this is the thing which mainly said. Okay, if you see the key insight, it says that the Tribal Affairs Ministry is prioritizing the review of forest clearances for this project. That means here whenever tribal ministry is taking care, that means you know that these forest areas, they are inhabited by scheduled tribes people, especially we have Shompens, Nicobaris, right? So here the tribal communities land rights and environmental concerns, they are taken into account by this tribal ministry. So that is the thing that we can understand. And actually what is the investment in this infrastructure project? It is around 72,000 crore. Okay, so we are also giving economic importance of this project. And next one is whatever the development project or infrastructure project that we are coming up, it should be aligned with environmental rules and regulations. So that is also we are taken into consideration, and especially we are giving special attention for this forest and land rights of these tribal communities. And actually opposition party people, they are demanding for withdrawal of clearances of this project. Okay, and even there are some concerns which are raised by this entity, that is National Green Tribunal, that indicates regulatory bodies, they are closely monitoring the project compliance with environmental and forest clearances regulations. Okay, and this is the thing. And what does this project is about? So if you see the basics, yes, this project is a development initiative. So where in this Great Nicobar Island of Andaman and Nicobar Islands in India. So what is the important aim of this project? They want to promote sustainable development, and they want to improve or enhance infrastructure, and they want to boost economy of this strategically important region. And what are the objectives? The objectives are, the first one, it is to develop Great Nicobar Island, okay, into a hub for trade. Okay, so we want to make this Nicobar Island as a hub for trade. Next one is tourism, and next one is strategic defense. And also we are focusing on enhancing infrastructure like ports, airports, roads, tourism facilities. Okay, so this is the objective of this project. And if you see this mind map, I hope you can see if I zoom it. So here it is talking about components of this project. So what are the components of this project? So there are two important components, I hope you can see now. So first one is infrastructure and second one is tourism. So these two are the important components of this project. So in this infrastructure, so we are focusing on, the first one is port. So why this port is important? So port is important for maritime trade, for especially exports and imports of goods, etc. We need this. And even we are also going to focus on airport. So with this airport we can increase the connectivity. Okay, and next one is we are also focusing on power plant. So with this power plants we can have sustainable energy sources. So all these three are the projects under infrastructure. And second component we are focusing is improving of tourism. Okay, so for tourism what we need? So for example, if I am a tourist, if I want to visit this Andaman and Nicobar Islands, so what are the things that I will be need? Tell me. So I need proper resorts, I need proper food there, so that we need to go for hotels, etc. And even I will be having concerns that whether there is a proper transportation is there or not, right? So here in this tourism, they are focusing on building of infrastructure, hotels, resorts, etc., so that they can attract more number of tourists. And even we are focusing on road connectivity, construction of road, so that we will be having efficient transportation. So these are the components of this project. And next, let us see why this project is getting disconcerts from the opposition party, because of environment and social considerations. So what are the considerations? The first one is they are focusing on biodiversity, and this one is they are focusing on environment impact assessment, and third one is sustainable development. So let us see one by one. So I hope you can see now, right? So first one is biodiversity, as I said. So actually this Great Nicobar Island, which is having very rich biodiversity. For example, they are having very high number of endemic species. So if you're going for development, it will be affecting their habitat. And next one is, so this island is houses of like Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve is there, and even it is recognized by UNESCO. And next one is, what is this environment impact assessment? So we will be saying, like, if you are coming up with any project, so what will be the impact on our environment? Okay, so already this environment impact assessment had been done. So after this assessment, they said that they are going to have potential impacts. That is good number of negative impacts on environment we have to withdraw. Okay, so this assessment, which is also giving some measures like how can we come, how can we mitigate this negative impacts, like what are the steps we have to take, like conservation and as well as sustainable development practices that we are not focusing much on. And the next important one is sustainable development. So this project, which is focusing on balanced development, and it is focusing on ecological preservation, and even we are focusing on renewable energy sources and eco-friendly construction practices. So they need to be emphasized. So all these are some causes and impacts of this project. Okay, clear? And now let us see some important prelims based question. So before seeing prelims based question, I want all to open your atlas, at least first and second page of your atlas of Oxford, and you have to see the map of Andaman and Nicobar Island, and you have to see some important locations. Okay, that is one sincere request from my side. And next one is here, which indigenous tribes are native to Great Nicobar Island? So option A is Shompen and Nicobarese, and option B is Todas and Kotas, and option C is Jaravas and Oaks, and option D is Santals and Beals. So please let me know which is the correct answer for this first question. And next one is, which one of the primary objective of this Great Nicobar project? So option A is to create a new capital city. Yes or no? Yeah. Next one is to develop a hub for trade, tourism, and strategic defense. And option C is to establish a new agriculture zone. And next one is to build a new university. So which is the correct option? I think whatever guess you are making is right. So please comment in the comment box. Okay. And I want to give you one mains question, guys. So please take down the question. Analyze the environmental challenges posed by Great Nicobar project. What measures can be implemented to mitigate negative impacts on islands' biodiversity? So please let me know how you are writing the answer. Okay, so try to write an answer. Please post your answer in group. Okay. Yeah, now let us see the next topic, and I want to make one change here. So we are going to come up with daily current affairs quiz, and also I will be giving you daily mains practice questions in our app, okay, from today onwards. Okay, that will be free for everyone, so we are not charging a single rupee for that. Okay, so if you want to get the questions and if you want to take the quiz, you can download our app. So app link is given in description box, so that you can take the daily current affairs quiz and as well as daily mains answer writing questions, and there itself you can share your answers in PDF format, so that other students they can review your answers. So if time permits, I will be also reviewing your answers. Okay, clear? Yes, now let us move on to states page. So I found nothing much important in the states page, city page today. So you can directly move on to your editorial page. Okay, so before that, here there is one important article. So fear of IEDs returns to Telangana's border villages. So here IEDs is the keyword. IED is nothing but improvised explosive devices. Okay, it is nothing but improvised explosive devices. So IED is the keyword here. So where we can connect this IEDs? In GS paper 3 we have internal security. So in this internal security we have this topic of Naxalism, Maoism, etc. Right? So these are the people, Naxals, they will be using this IEDs. Okay, so if you have watched many movies of Naxalism, so you can come across this incidents like how they are using this IEDs to kill this police forces. Okay, so this article is very important. Okay, so here what are the dimensions you have to see? So what are these IEDs? And you have to see like examples of these IEDs and what are the measures we can take, and you have to know about why in Telangana border, because it is a region which comes under red corridor. Okay, it is a region which comes under red corridor. So you have to see what is this red corridor, what are the challenges faced by red corridor, and not only that, you have to see what are the reasons that led to Naxalism and what are the measures that you can take. So all these are very important things that you have to focus on. Okay. Now let us move on to editorial page. So these two are very important articles in our today's Hindu editorials. Okay. So here the article says limit and excess. So this article is talking about creamy layer should be kept out, but sealing on quota is artificial. So actually why it is in news? So many of you know about Patna High Court judgment. Okay, so many of you know about this Patna High Court. So Patna is capital city of which state? Bihar. So what happened in Bihar? So in Bihar, they came up with socio-economic caste census. So in this caste census, they found that many people they need reservation. So here Bihar government came up with providing of reservation for 65%. But here Supreme Court in Indra Sahani versus Union of India case, it said that the ceiling limit is 50%, but now it increased to 65%. So this case went to Patna High Court, and Patna High Court gave a judgment like it is unconstitutional, it is null and void, because already Supreme Court said that the cap is 50%. How can you increase it to 65%? But even though other states you are having this more than the ceiling limit of 50%, now Patna High Court said that it should not be 65%. So where we can fit this article in GS paper 2 under polity. Okay, we have this topic of reservation, and I'm not talking about the topic of reservation directly, but in fundamental rights in part 3 of our Indian constitution, there are some articles like article 15, article 16, they talks about reservation, so you have to see that. And it is also important from Supreme Court judgments. Okay, so whenever you are writing your answers of polity, so try to include as many Supreme Court judgment as possible and as many articles as possible, and even your ethics also, this case studies and this Supreme Court judgments is very important. Okay, so what are the things that you have to focus? So first you have to understand what is this reservation policy and articles related to this reservation in India, and you have to see like what are the famous Supreme Court judgments regarding this thing, and you have to know about Indra Sahani judgment for sure. Okay, and here there is one more keyword, that is socio-economic caste census. So from this point of view, you have to know what is the socio-economic caste census, and you have to see why we need that. Okay, why we need that, and you have to see what is the impact of socio-economic caste census. So all these are very important. Okay, all these are the important dimensions. So now let us see this article in detail. Okay, let us see this article in detail. So what is the summary of this article? So recently judgment of Patna High Court said that no, you should not follow 65% of reservation, because already Indra Sahani case says that 50% is the limit of reservation in the state. So what are the key highlights? So the judgment which says that yes, the constitutional limit of reservation is 50%. We should not exceed that. Okay, so that is the thing which mainly said by this Patna High Court. And actually there was an attempt to raise this reservation in this Bihar, because Bihar came up with this socio-economic caste census and it increased its reservation to 65%, because it said that proportionate equality. Okay, but it is unconstitutional said by Patna High Court. Okay, that is the thing, nothing more. Okay, so here you have to focus on this Indra Sahani case, because from last 3 to 4 days onwards we are discussing this topic. There I covered the basics of reservation, articles, everything I discussed. So now you have to focus on this Indra Sahani case. So this Indra Sahani case is also known as Mandal Commission case. So here you can get a question like, what are the other names of Indra Sahani case? That is Mandal Commission case. So actually in this case, Supreme Court gave a landmark judgment of to know like how it is significantly impacting country's current reservation policy. So actually you have to know what is this Mandal Commission. So Mandal Commission is nothing but it is second backward commission. So the second backward commission is headed by the member name is BP Mandal, and when this commission was established in 1979. So here the task which is given to that committee is to identify socially and educationally backward classes, and they said that yes, we need to provide reservation to 27% for OBCs. So this is a thing which gave as a report by this Mandal Commission, and it has been implemented. So what does this present Supreme Court judgment of Indra Sahani? So Indra Sahani case which said about 4 important things. So first one, it is about reservation for OBCs. Yes, court said that yes, these people who are socially and economically backward, yes, they need to get reservation. So what is the reservation percentage? 27% of reservation. Okay, and next one is this court also ruled that reservation should not exceed 50% of total seats, so that we will be having a balance between affirmative action, that is a positive action that is taken by the government for upliftment of this backward society, and even we have to focus on merit also. Okay, and next one is it also said about concept of creamy layer, because in every section, yes, we have the people who are rich and who are poor. So rich, though they don't need the benefits from the government, so for that they came up with the concept of creamy layer. Okay, so creamy layer which says that the members of OBCs, they should be excluded from the benefits of reservation. Okay, they should be excluded from the benefits of reservation. And next one is they also came up with economic criteria. Court also said that economic criteria could not be the sole basis for reservation. So even we have to take into account social basis and as well as educational backwardness. So all these four are very important concepts under this Supreme Court judgment of 1992 in this Indra Sahani case. And I want to give you one mains question, guys. So take down the question. Question is, discuss the significance of Indra Sahani case in the context of India's reservation policy and how did this judgment influence the implementation of reservation or other backward classes. And the students, if you want to improve your answer writing skills and if you want to write answer according to the demand of question, I sincerely suggest you to join this mains answer writing course of Rathods IAS Academy, which is going to be started today, and the price here is 8,200 rupees, and the details of that course is given in description box. So do join that course, and for that you can download our app and you can directly purchase that course in the app. No problem with that. Okay, now let us see the next topic. As I said, so create the space for governance with a green heart. So this article is at most important. Why? Because now we are facing this climate change. So whatever climate change is happening, it will be happens because of human activities. And because of climate change, who are the people who are going to be suffered? So biodiversity, like animals, plants, and even humans are also part of the biodiversity. We will be also get impacted by that. So who is responsible? So government is responsible to take some steps to control this climate change. So that is the thing which is said in this article. Okay. So summary says that government need to prioritize green policies and government need to address environmental degradation and also climate change in India. So we have to focus on environmental degradation and we have to focus on even climate change in India. So if you see some important things here, so this article says that yes, government need to take some urgent needs. Okay, urgent need for green policies in governance, and we have to focus on addressing of environmental degradation. So we have to address climate change. And next one is this article also says that what are the challenges we are faced by Indian cities. Like for example, we are facing pollution, we are facing water scarcity, especially some metropolitan areas you are facing this water scarcity, and even we are facing problem of destruction of green spaces. So because of all these things, yes, we need to take some immediate action to address these issues. And we have to make the cities more livable for residents. So this is the thing which mainly highlighted. And next one is there are some concerns with even Himalayas. So recently there is one report which is saying that yes, there is melting of glaciers is happening and the glaciers are melting at a very fast pace. So because of this in future we are going to have impact on water security and impact on food insecurity as well. So because of this, it is now the responsibility and it is the time to take some action. So if you're not taking action now, you can't take in future. In future, you can't do anything, right? So you have to do something and you have to come with laws, regulations so that we can mitigate the effects of climate change. And even this article says that yes, there is lack of public participation. So even whenever government is coming up with governance process, coming up with acts, policies, laws, etc., so community is not participating. There is no proper stakeholder engagement. Okay, so here we have to make the public aware and we have to make the public to participate in this. And even we have to focus on genuine conservation efforts, like we have to focus on sustainable development policies and we have to prioritize this environmental conservation, okay, over profit driven initiatives. Okay, so all these things are very important that we have to focus. And let us see this mind map so that you will be getting some idea regarding what are the environmental issues we are having. So I made this map to make you know at least 7 to 8 environmental impacts so that whenever you are getting question regarding write a note on environmental challenges, you can write them and you can get a good marks. So first one is climate change, second one is air pollution. So in this climate change, yes, why it is happening? Because of increasing of greenhouse emissions. So because of increase of greenhouse emissions, it will cause global warming. Global warming leads to climate change, and even there is increased burning of fossil fuels, and even we are going for deforestation. So this is one important thing. And from air pollution, so we are again releasing lots and lots of emissions from vehicles and industrial activities, and even burning of fossil fuels, and this biomass is also an important reason for this air pollution. For example, stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana, they will be having weather impacts on Delhi. And next one is water pollution. So what happens? So we are directly releasing this industrial waste or drainage into the rivers and nearby water bodies without proper treatment. So this is also an important thing. And even there is agricultural runoff. We are using large amounts of fertilizers, pesticides, etc. And whatever the extra water is there, that is going on. So that causes water pollution. And deforestation, so because of this expansion of for agriculture, so we are going for cutting of forests, that is called as deforestation. And even livestock grazing is also one important reason for the deforestation, and especially for logging for timber and paper products also we are cutting down the trees. And next one is there is one more impact or challenge of environment is loss of biodiversity. So because of habitat destruction, because of deforestation, urbanization, pollution of air, water, soil, and lack of food availability, so animals they are losing their life, and even they are in the pace of extinct also. And next one is soil degradation is also one important problem. So because of unsustainable agricultural practices, overgrazing, monoculture, and deforestation, that are the some important reasons that causes soil degradation. And next one is waste management. So increasing consumerism and production of single-use plastic, and there is lack of effective recycling and management infrastructure. So all these things they are leading to this waste management problem. It is also one of the great challenge for our environment. Clear? So draw this mind map so that you can have enough content to write an answer. Okay, the main question here is discuss the primary causes of climate change and analyze its global impacts. What strategies can be employed at national and international level to mitigate this impact? So whatever questions I'm giving, they are as per the standards of UPSC. Okay, you can see how the questions are, how there is interlinking between the topics, and how I am giving sub questions in that a single question. Okay. And next topic from our OPED page, it is about Indian railways and safety challenges. So recently rail accident which happened. So two trains, one is freight train and one is passenger train. They had been have a dash or accident. So because of this, here again the question is now on what is this covered system. So you may get a question regarding this covered system in your mains and prelims. So let us see that. So if you see the summary, so Indian Railways, they are facing lots and lots of safety challenges, and we came up to know those challenges because of recent accident. So because of this recent accident, which mainly highlights the need for better communication, the need for faster implementation of safety systems, and how we have to address these managerial issues. So all these things are coming under your summary. So if you see the key insights, it says that yes, we need to have proper safety measures. So whatever the safety measures are there, we have to improve them, and we have to achieve zero fatality record. It is our ultimate goal here. And whatever the modern safety system are there, so we have to implement them at a very faster pace. And actually, whatever the covered signaling system is there, so we have to implement them with a better planning and execution. And what are the protocol that should be followed by the station masters, they have to follow them properly. And we have to utilize even AI enabled applications for the safety. And next one here is we have to go for faster installation of safety systems in trunk routes, and as well as auto signaling territories to prevent collisions, etc. Okay, so all these things they have to be made as soon as possible. So actually this article is saying about one keyword, that is covered system. So what is this? So covered signaling system is advanced train protection system which has been developed by India. It is very important. It is indigenous. We are not borrowed from USA, Russia, or Japan or China. It is made India, and especially we are focusing on railway safety and as well as operational efficiency. So, what is this coverage related to? Improving of railway safety and operational efficiency. So, what are the features of this? So, there are 5 important features of this coverage. So first one is collision avoidance. So coverage which will helps to collide. Okay, because it is having a system which will be monitoring the speed and as well as distance. So this system will automatically apply brakes to avoid accidents. And this one is it is also focusing on the speed control. So this system which ensures trains operate with the speed limits, especially at signals and at restricted areas, and even it can override driver commands, and it will be also slow down or stop the train if it is needed. And this one is it is also having signal passing at danger prevention. So covered stops train from passing signals at danger if the driver doesn't follow the instruction, and even it is having automatic braking system. It is very important. And next one is integration with trail control system. So coverage is integrated with train control system, and it will be helpful for real-time monitoring, and also it will be helpful for increasing of communication between train and train side equipment, and even it is focusing on train protection warning system. So all these are the important features and functionalities of this covered system. So if we had implemented that covered system, so we can minimize this rail accidents to some extent at least. Okay, and now let us see the prelims question. I hope you can see. So the primary purpose of covered signaling system is, the first one is enhancing passenger comfort, next one is preventing trail collisions, and next one is reducing train fares, and third one, last one is increasing train speed. So tell me which is the correct answer for that. Yes, whatever you are thinking that is correct, so please let me know your answer in the comment box. Yes, now let us see the mains question. So mains question is, discuss the key features of covered signaling system and explain how it enhances rail safety in India. Okay, try to write an answer for this. So now let us move back to our Hindu. I discussed about this Green Heart article. I discussed about this Indian Railways and safety challenges. It is not a new topic, but you have to know what is this covered system. So because of this, I discussed that. And in this news page, I found nothing much important. Okay, here you can see Pushpak, ISRO's reusable launch vehicle clears the test. So this is Pushpak Viman. Okay, so actually you will be knowing about this Pushpak Viman in our ethics, or like in our mythology. So it is nothing but our reusable launch vehicle. Already I made a short regarding this Pushpak, so please watch that short. Okay, that's it. And you can go to this text and context. Yeah, in this text and context, first article is it is about what are the duties of speaker. So actually yesterday's class itself I took about the duties and responsibilities of pro tem speaker. That is the thing which is given here. We are not focusing on that. Okay, because in our yesterday's class itself we had discussion. And next topic is, how is methanol procured and used in liquor? So because of this huge tragedy, so more than 50 people they lost their life, and I discussed about in detail regarding this huge tragedy. So what is methanol? So how it is causing the health impact, how it is causing deaths. So all these things I clearly discussed in our analysis, I think 2 days ago. So it is not a new topic to take into discussion. So all these are the important things that you have to focus on. Clear? And these are the important articles which appear in our today's Hindu newspaper. So I hope you enjoyed this class, and even I want to make a small announcement. If you are from Telugu states, so we are also going to start this in Hindu analysis in Telugu, and I will be sharing that channel by today evening. So after once my classes of GS is done, so I will be taking the recording of Telugu session also, because many students are asking and demanding for Telugu Hindu analysis. And one more thing here is, in Hyderabad, no one is posting Hindu analysis in either English or Telugu. So I am the one who is taking that. So please do support me for that Telugu channel also if you are from your Telugu states. Okay, that's all guys. By this I am concluding. I hope you enjoyed this class, and thank you so much. And do subscribe to Rathods IAS Academy, and please do like this video, share this video to your friends, And please download our Rathods IAS Academy app for further details. Thank you so much for watching.